Hello everyone. So today in this session we will learn about the arrays of pointers. So generally what is an array? It stores the elements of similar data types. Likewise, arrays of pointers, that is an array which stores the addresses as elements, is known as arrays of pointers. So and that pointers can be of any data type, like integer you can store, character you can store, float you can store. So let us see a example. So syntax you already know it, that is int. First we will declare a normal array with elements or values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here itself I am declaring the values, and I am taking one more array, and that array is used to store the addresses of this previous array, that is this array. This is array A and this is array P. So array P stores the addresses of array A. Okay. So as it is a pointer, I am representing it with a star P of 5. So you can see this. So representation or memory allocation of these two arrays. So first this is my array, that is, see, as this is the array A. So array is having elements, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these elements are having their specific addresses, that is 2046, 2048 up to 2054. Okay, and these addresses are stored in another array, that is P, array P. See, you can see this. Array P is storing the addresses of array A, 2046, 2048, 2050 up to 2054. Okay, we are having two arrays. By this using these pointers we can access the elements inside this array A. Okay, I will show you how. See, first to store these addresses of an array A inside the array P, I am using a loop concept, that is for loop I am using, and I am storing the each element address in the P array. So if the I value is 0, that means 0th element address will be stored in the location, that is P of 0. Okay, likewise it stores all the addresses. Okay, and it is used to store, and here I am using this to fetch the elements in the array A. Okay, not only this way, you can use many ways to fetch the elements out. So we have, I'll show it you in the program. So first let us declare an array, that is A of 5 is equal to I'll take the values as 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm taking different values here, and one more array, that is pointer array. I'll take P of 5. Okay, for I is equal to 0, I less than 5, as I'm declaring the values directly here itself. So I'm mentioning 5, that is up to 5 values it will be printing. So I plus plus. Now in this loop, first I'll store this addresses of array A in the array P, that is P of I is equal to address of A of I. Okay, and here I am using one more for loop to print the values of array. So one more array is declared for printing the array elements. So I'll show you all the ways. First a general way I'll take, that is star P of L, P of I. So why I'm using star here? To fetch the elements present in the array I. So as we already know that P of I is storing the addresses of array A. So when I use the star, it redirects to that array, that is array A. So whatever the element present inside the array, that will be printed out. Okay. So I'll run this. Wait, let us n and here 5. Okay, and for I is equal to okay, I haven't declared this I variable, so I'm declaring it. See, my elements are 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So you can use the another way, that is A plus I. So first initially I value is 0, so A plus 0, that is star of A. Usually A is storing the address, that is here you can see. So it's storing the address, that is when I use the star, it redirects to this element and this element will be printed out. So same output I'll get. Okay, and you can use, if you want to print the addresses of array A, then simply I'll declare this statement, that is P of I. As here you can see that it is storing the addresses of array A. So now addresses of array A will be printed out. See, okay, addresses of array A are printed out. So if I use address here, now addresses of array P will be printed. See, another address. Okay, these are the many ways to access the elements present in the array A using pointers. Okay, so this is a concept of arrays of pointers. Okay, thank you.